Yo, what's up guys? Andy here with another episode of Tap Lab. And today we're going to be talking about the biggest mistake that I see new Bitcoin investors make. Okay, so here we are on Cash App. This is the app that I use to buy Bitcoin every single day. Let's go to the Bitcoin section. This chart looks funky. There we go. So we see Bitcoin at $7,461. And just this morning, it was at 8,000, so it's down about 6% in the last few hours. And I would imagine some people are getting worried. They're freaking out because they made these mistakes. Let's go to the 1 week. Ooh, that looks bad. The 1 month, down 25% about. The 1 year. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to say I've been there. I've tasted the blood. I've suffered. I've lost $20,000 in a month. These markets can be brutal. They're insanely volatile, and really anything can happen. And with the experiment that I do, buying $1 of Bitcoin every single day using Cash App, I'm trying to show the lowest risk, safest, easiest way to invest. And some people do use the exact strategy that I use. It's important to note the strategy that I use. However, there have been people in my comments that say they do a different strategy, and I just feel so bad when I see this happen. And the mistake that I see, also the mistake that I've done myself, and it's been painful, is buying a huge chunk of Bitcoin at one time. So here's what happens. Here's the psychology behind it. You know, we've got Bitcoin down here, and then it just starts going. People are like, it's going. It's not gonna stop ever. It's going to 100,000 this time. You have to remember, there's professional traders. There's people with insane amounts of Bitcoin. And right here, you know, Bitcoin's at 3,000, and then it goes to 12,000. That's a 400% gain. And those professional traders, they're selling. They're taking profits. It just went up 400% in 3 months. They just made millions, and they're selling. They're just gonna keep selling. They're gonna keep selling till it comes down to this zone, which we just broke through. Now it's probably coming down to this zone. But people just see oh, it's going, it's never gonna stop going up. I have to buy now. I'm just gonna buy in. I'm just gonna do it. And they buy a huge chunk in this zone. Bam, they buy $1,000 worth. And now their $1,000 worth is worth $750. And I feel so bad for the people that do that. Even people have commented on my videos. They're like, I just put in $100 when it was around 10,000. They're like, do you think that's a good idea? Do you think it's fine? Yeah, I think it's fine. You just have to be comfortable with it going down. You have to be comfortable with it going back down to 3,000, 5,000. We might even see 1,500. It's just unpredictable what will happen in the short term. I'm just a believer that long term, the value will be much higher than what we see here. And that's what I tell them. You have to be comfortable with it being a long-term investment if you're going to put in a huge chunk like that. So that's the mistake, buying huge chunks. I've done it. Other people have done it. Some people even see my experiment and they go, I'm gonna put in a huge chunk to try and catch up with you, and then I'm gonna do $1 a day. And then they see their investment kind of just fall off. And it's painful to watch. It's painful to see people do that, but you have to remember there's professional traders in these markets, and they're gonna manipulate the price to make it do whatever they want. So if they want cheaper prices in the short term, they're gonna sell, and they're gonna get their cheap Bitcoin again. And there's gonna be tons of people that bought through this zone right here. And then when Bitcoin is down to 7,500, when it's down to 5,000, they're gonna be like, dude, Bitcoin is dead, man. I just need to sell my Bitcoin, get what I can get out of it. Then a lot of people that bought at 10,000 are gonna be selling at 5,000 at a 50% loss. And these professional traders are just gonna be buying it back from them again. And then it's gonna go to 50,000. It's insane. So it's very important to note the strategy that I'm using. Buying $1 of Bitcoin every single day. It's dollar cost averaging. It's simple. I think all of these prices are cheap in this zone. So I'm just accumulating Bitcoin. I'm a collector. I'm collecting $1 a little bit each day. I think all these prices are cheap, and it's gonna, we saw this right here, and then it goes boom. What is this, $300 to 20,000 it went to? So I think this zone here, again, this is a scaled chart. So the same run up, this percentage here, this is the same amount of percentage. It's just a scaled chart. So this looks smaller, but this is the same percentage as this right here. So this sideways zone right here could look on this chart in, you know, a few years, it could look just like this. And then we'd see another huge thing like this, and the price could be like 50,000 or 100,000. That's just what it looks like on a scaled chart like this. That's the biggest mistake I see people make, is buy huge chunks and then they're down like 25%. But if you were buying just $1 every day through these zones, you'd probably only be down like 10% maybe, because you're always buying the lowest price. You always want to be in a position to buy the lowest price, to buy the dip. And if you dollar cost average, you buy a little bit every single day, you're guaranteed to buy every dip. And I know when you're new to this, you're gonna feel the pain. It's gonna be painful just watching your money disappear. I've done it. You sort of build up your risk tolerance if you continue to do this, if you continue to stay in it. So that really, this is no sweat to me right now. I'm chilling, especially with this experiment, and I'm just gonna keep buying. Because if I buy $1 every single day, dollar cost averaging, I'm always buying the dip. I'm always buying the lowest price. I'll never miss it. But yeah, that's just my strategy. I've been buying since here. I'm gonna continue to accumulate all through this. If it goes back down to 3,000, I'll just keep buying, because I think someday it's gonna be worth 100,000, and then everything that I bought in this zone is gonna be like 10x gains. So it's hard to understand. It just feels bad. You feel the pain when you're new, and it's hard to predict what'll happen in these markets, and I've been there. Some people said like they want to catch up to me, so they put in a huge chunk or whatever, but maybe don't put in, don't put in $200 at once. Don't put in $300 at once. Maybe you start to do like $5 a day. So then you're still buying, you're buying all the zones, you're buying all the dips. Nothing in my videos are financial advice. This is all just experiments, seeing what will happen. But that's the biggest mistake I see. I feel bad for the people that have made it. I hope people can learn from this. I've bought Bitcoin for 261 days in a row with this experiment. I have $293 in here. So also know that I did also buy all through this zone, and I'm still up because I used the dollar cost averaging strategy. Anyways, let us know what you guys think down in the comments. Let us know if you have any questions. I'll try and answer those. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.
Okay, don't blame your problems on the past. Go hard, go hard, go hard. You might win. Don't blame your problems on the past, 'cause that'll make you come and last. So go hard.